Welcome to yet another adventure on Literacy Adventures with Ali. In today's adventure, like figurative language, we are going to learn more about other phrases and expressions that are used in the English language. The advantage of using these phrases and expressions in our speech and in our writing is that they make us sound more natural, more fluent, and even more like a native speaker. So I hope that you enjoy and learn from today's adventure and will join me in future adventures as well. Happy learning!
In today's session, we will learn how to say everyday phrases and expressions. Among all the different types of expressions that we will learn today, I am going to talk about collocations, phrasal verbs, and other ways to say the same phrases. When we use smart collocations, phrasal verbs, and smart phrases, we reflect a positive personality of ourselves. We also, in the process, sound more fluent and more native like. Collocations are a pair or group of words that are often used together in the English language. No word in a collocation can be replaced with another synonym or it will modify its meaning. For example, fast food. Although quick is a synonym of the word fast, we can't call it quick food because it would change the entire meaning. Fast food is a collocation in the English language that is always used together. Both of these words are used together to describe a certain type of food. Similarly, tall man. We can't call a tall man a high man. A strong tea. We can't call it a powerful tea. We say burst into tears, but we never can say blow up into tears. Care should be taken to always use the right collocation in the right situation. If the collocation is used correctly but out of place, it is going to seem as strange as if it were used incorrectly. For example, excruciating pain. We cannot use excruciating for joy. Feel free. We can't say feel bound. Catch a cold. We cannot say catch a hot. Here are several collocations that begin with the words play, have, make, and keep. So in English, with the word play, we always say words like play football, play hockey, play music, play a game, or play card and play again, or play cricket, play along, etc. With have, we use collocations like have a holiday, have a shower, have a party, have a rest, have fun, or have a dream, have a flight, or have a talk, etc. With make, we use collocations like make breakfast, make a decision, make an effort, make dinner, make your room, make an offer, make the bed, make lunch, etc. With keep, we use collocations like keep a promise, keep in touch, or keep records of something, keep away from something, or keep safe, keep calm, keep a score, keep a diary, etc. Phrasal verbs are similar to collocations but different in many ways. Phrase means a small group of two or more words. Verb is a word that describes an action, and therefore phrasal verbs are phrases that begin with verbs and are followed by an adverb or a preposition. For example, dress up. It means to wear something nice. Find out means to discover. Grow up means to develop from childhood to adulthood. Look after means to take care of something. Some phrasal verbs have more than one meaning. For example, fill in. Fill in means to write the missing information, as in fill in the blanks. It also means to substitute. For example, I can't make it to work today. Will you please fill in for me? Similarly, get up has two meanings. One meaning is to wake up from sleep in the morning, and the other meaning is to stand up, as in get up from your chair. The third example is take off, one meaning of which means to begin flight, as in the aircraft took off, And the other meaning is to remove something. For example, please take off your jacket if you're feeling warm. An important thing to note here is that some phrasal verbs can be separated, some phrasal verbs cannot be separated. For example, take your shoes off before you come into my home. Here, the ones highlighted in bold, these two words take and off are actually phrasal verbs. Take off. So here takeoff can be separated and it can be broken into two parts. In other words, can fit in between these two words. However, please look after my cat while I'm away. Here, look after is a phrasal verb and it cannot be separated. We cannot say, please look my cat after. That would be wrong English. Another important thing to note here is that the verb in the phrasal verbs changes in the past tense. For example, they took off their wet coats before sitting in the car. So took off is a phrasal verb, but took is the past tense of the phrasal verb take off. Mona looked after my plants when I went for holidays. Look after is the actual phrasal verb here, and we have used the past tense of look, which is looked after. Here are a few phrasal verbs that we commonly use in the English language that begin with the verb get. Get across, get along, get away, get by, get down, get in, get off, get on, get out, get over, and get through, and get up, etc. I want you to pause the video and try to make as many sentences as you can with these phrasal verbs. Here are a few phrasal verbs that begin with the verb look. Look ahead, look back, look forward to, look in, look on, look out, look around, look through, and look to. Once again, try to pause the video and make as many sentences as you can with at least some of these phrasal verbs. Here are a few phrasal verbs that begin with the verb break, like break away, break down, break even, break in, break out, and break up. Can you make a few sentences with some of these phrasal verbs? Here are a few phrasal verbs that begin with the verb put. Put on, put down, put off, put away, put through, put by, put up with, etc. Can you make sentences with some of these phrasal verbs? Here are a few phrasal verbs that begin with the verb go, like go across, go about, go away, go around, go along, go ahead, go against, go after, go out, go through, go down, go forward, go into, go off, go on, etc. How many of these can you use in sentences of your own? Now we are going to talk about other ways of saying common phrases. So in the English language, we have many millions of words and some very good adjectives. So there's no need for us to constantly repeat and use the same old ones again and again. So instead of saying something is nice, we can say something is enjoyable, pleasurable, thoughtful, courteous, lovely, likable, pleasing, etc. And instead of saying something is good, we can say it's amazing, wonderful, marvelous, exceptional, fantastic. And instead of saying something is bad, we can say that it's awful, rotten, mean, dreadful, wicked. And instead of saying someone is sad, we can say they're gloomy, miserable, unhappy, and sorrowful, etc. So there are always other better synonyms and better ways of saying the same old thing. The only difference is that we need to learn more vocabulary words to express ourselves and try to incorporate and use those other words in our daily usage. Here are a few other ways to say good luck, good night, and happy birthday. So instead of saying good luck, you can say best of luck, fingers crossed, I hope it all goes well, break a leg, and so on. And instead of saying good night, you can say nighty night, sleep well, sweet dreams, sleep tight. And instead of saying happy birthday, you can say have a great one, many happy returns, I wish you a wonderful birthday, I wish you all the best on your special day, and so on. Here are a few other ways of saying I like it, I don't like it, hurry up, or I'm tired. So instead of saying I like it, you can say I'm really into it. I'm keen on it. I'm fond of it. Instead of saying I don't like it, you can say that's not for me, or sorry, I'm not into it, or I'll pass. And instead of saying hurrying up, you can say get a move on, get cracking, chop chop. Or instead of saying I'm tired, you can say I'm whacked, I'm spent, I'm bushed, I'm exhausted, I'm worn out, and so on. Other ways to say someone is correct or incorrect are, for example, if someone is correct, you can say absolutely, exactly, spot on, and yes, that's right, that's correct, that's quite right, and you could say so, etc. And if someone is wrong, you can say I don't think so, and I don't think you're right about, or I'm afraid that's not quite right, I'm afraid you're mistaken, or sorry, you're mistaken here, and if you, so on and so forth. Here are a few phrases that are associated with good manners. They make us sound polite. For example, if you begin your phrases with, would you please, could you please do this for me? Would you mind moving this from here? Would you be so kind as to call that person? Could you possibly do this favor for me? Would you kindly? And so on and so forth. Here are a few ways of accepting someone's apologies. You can say, no harm done, forget about it, it doesn't matter, and no worries, don't mention it, I understand, or it's fine, etc. Here are a few ways of saying, well done. The stuff of champions, you're doing well, polished performance, you make it look easy, that is first class work, I just love it, keep up the good work, that is better than ever, etc. Here are a few ways of saying that you are afraid. You can say horrified, perplexed, distressed, trembling, frightened, scared, frozen, jittery, suspicious, uneasy, spooked, petrified, terrified, rattled, etc. Here are a few time related expressions. For example, time flies. It means time passes quickly. From time to time means sometimes. In due course means at the right time. At one time means in the past but not now. For the time being means for a short period of time. Over time means gradually. And behind the times means old fashioned in ideas or ways. Here are a few ways of telling someone to wait. Could you give me a minute? Or hang on a second? Or just a second? Or hold on, let me see or think. I'll be right with you. Please bear with me. That will have to wait. Or please be patient. Here is a challenge for you. On the left, you'll see situations, and on the right, you'll see phrases and expressions that match each situation. However, they're all mixed at the moment. So, for example, the first situation is asking someone to wait. Which expression from the right hand side column do you think fits best to this particular situation? I want you to pause the video and match the situation to the expression and enjoy your learning. Thank you for joining me in today's adventure. If you like this video, then please subscribe and like and hit the notification bell. If you want to know more about me, then please check out my bio in the About section of my channel. If you want to contact me for conducting training sessions, then please send me an email at the email address shown on the screen.